welcome to my channel. My name is Saskia and I create home and wardrobe styling videos. So today's video we're going to be talking about fall fashion trends that are wearable and can actually add value to your personal style. Now, I'm not one to really go into trends and buy into trends. However, I do encourage you to explore trends and find which ones are going to actually be functional for your personal style and your day-to-day life. As you can see, I'm kind of forcing fall to come upon us. Technically fall is here, but in New York we're still kind of getting some warm weather here and there. However, we're going to fake it till we make it. So I'm wearing one of my favorite sweaters that I've recently picked up. I'm super excited to talk about this, so let's get started. So the first trend that we're seeing are flat boots and shoes. Now this is super exciting because now we're seeing a lot of people and brands cater to the fact that we're looking for more comfort and more practicality in our day-to-day, especially with the fact that everybody's kind of staying home and working from home. So with flat boots and shoes, we're prioritizing comfort in our lifestyle and our personal style, which I absolutely love. So the next trend that we're seeing is Luxe Leisure. You're going to see a lot of brands, whether they be high-end brands, high street brands, or even low-cost brands, coming out with a lot of luxe leisure pieces. This is also something that has been kind of pushed into the industry because of the work from home mandate and just the complete change in how we're going about our day-to-day lives. So Luxe Leisure isn't going anywhere. If you invest in Luxe Leisure, you're going to get your money's worth, especially because there's a lot of good quality pieces out there. So I have a couple examples that I'm going to link down below for you, just in case you're looking for some pieces. I'm actually wearing a couple right now. You can't see the trousers I'm wearing are from Mango. I'll insert a picture right here, and these are a trouser that crosses into the Luxe Leisure category simply because they're comfortable, they're stretchy, they have a drawstring, and they look darted in the front, which is super cool. So Luxe Leisure isn't really going anywhere. If you want to invest in Luxe Leisure, I say it's a key thing for practicality and comfort to add to your style. This one is one of my favorite trends, all shades brown. If you take a look at my last year video where I was talking about all of my brown shoes, I have been investing in brown for quite some time now, and I'm so excited that brands are coming out with more shades of brown. Brown is such an essential color for this season. It reflects the natural season and the colors that we see on the trees and in the grass and on the ground. So I'm super excited that brown is coming up and about and becoming a lot more popular because it really does fit in with my personal style, and I think that it could really add a great base color to a lot of your wardrobes. And it's about dang time that brown starts to get recognition. I think brown may be the new black. What do you think? Leave a comment down below and let me know. So the next trend that we're going to be seeing a lot of is faux leather. We have so much faux leather hitting the market right now. So many brands are coming out with different pieces of faux leather, whether it be blazers, trousers, it could be joggers, it could be jeggings, it could be leggings. There's so many alternatives and types of faux leather that are coming out. Even shoes and handbags or backpacks are coming out in faux leather. And I think that this is going to add a marriage between grunge and tailored so that we can add a little bit of sophistication to our wardrobe as opposed to being too cozy and casual. I think it adds a little bit of an edge and a little bit of an element of surprise to your wardrobe and your outfits on a day-to-day. So faux leather I don't think is going anywhere. It has been a trend that we're seeing consistently come back and surface every season, and people are finding ways to really translate it throughout the year. So faux leather I think is one of those really staple trends that you can incorporate into your staple wardrobe and your capsule wardrobe altogether. Okay, now this, I don't know, I think all of these trends are one of my favorites, especially since I feel like I can incorporate them in my wardrobe, and I'm hoping that you can do the same too because they're quite practical. So robe cardigans are the next trend that we are seeing a lot of. We're talking about those long draping cardigans that make you feel fabulous when you're wearing them inside the house, and like you can layer them so nicely. You can wear them casually, you could dress them up, you could go out in them, you could stay cozy in them at home. I think that they're just such a versatile piece, especially when you get them in solid colors that really reflect your wardrobe. So if you're gonna invest in long sleeve cardigans that are robe-like and you want to incorporate some pattern in them, I would suggest going with something a bit more timeless, maybe houndstooth or even chevron, or maybe even plaid, something along those lines. But less is more when it comes to these pieces because of how long they are and how much fabric it takes up in your wardrobe. So I would definitely suggest investing in some cozy pieces that are robe kind of cardigans, and they could add a level of casualty and also sophistication to your look. So this next trend I am super excited about. It's something that every 90s kid I feel like can relate to this. It's the preppy style. The preppy style is coming back, and it's coming back with a vengeance. I am so excited, and I'm hoping that it doesn't go anywhere for a very long time. It's quite timeless in my opinion. We're seeing the knitted gilets, we're seeing the sweater vest, we're seeing the argyle pattern coming back, adding a little bit of modernness to it. We're gonna also probably see it paired with a lot of faux leather and any other pieces that add a little bit more of a modern feel to this trend. I'm getting such Gossip Girl vibes from this. I absolutely love Blair and Serena's style, and this is what this trend is giving me. I don't think it's going anywhere for a very long time, especially now that we're seeing the younger generation really not going through that awkward phase. They're just directly transitioning into like grown phase. So I think that that preppy style is probably going to surface a lot with them, but also we'll be able to translate it into a more mature and sophisticated style for middle-aged women or women that are between like the age of 25 and 34. So this next trend is an equestrian trend. So we're seeing a lot of the flat boots like I was talking about before. We're seeing the colors of equestrian coming out. We're seeing the style and the fit of the equestrian vibe coming out. It's like a mix between tailored and preppy, and I absolutely love that. And I think that's where anyone between the ages of like 25 and 34 are really going to probably find their love with that preppy style. It's like an elevated preppy, and that's where we find the equestrian style. Now you don't necessarily have to live in the countryside or have horses to wear this equestrian style. You can incorporate it in a manner that really fits in with your day-to-day and adds that sophistication and tailored look to your wardrobe. So the next trend is chain details. We're seeing this in a lot of things, especially accessories, in belts, in bags, in crossbody bags, in backpacks, in shoes. Now I recommend not getting too crazy with this because again, we want to make sure that we're keeping it a bit timeless so that you're able to kind of recycle this style. I feel like if you go too heavy and too big with the chain detail, it kind of crosses over into the gaudy as opposed to being sophisticated and adding a sense of elevation to your looks. So be careful with this trend and make sure you're investing in things that you can see yourself incorporating and wearing like 20 years down the line. And last but not least, the trend that I have been embracing so much this season is tailored jumpsuits. Jumpsuits are just so easy. They add such a level of structure to your day. You just throw it on. It's kind of like a dress with pants. Literally, that's what jumpsuits are. Just like you can just throw on a dress and you don't have to worry about pairing it with anything, you can do the same thing with jumpsuits. Now the key is to make sure that this jumpsuit is tailored to you. And so when you're buying them, make sure you take them to your local tailor and have them adjust it to your body frame and your size and your shape so that the jumpsuit looks effortless. So there's so many brands that are coming out with jumpsuits, but my favorites so far have been from Everlane. I have a couple of them. I've been re-wearing them throughout weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's just something that I'm super excited to transition into the cooler months for the fall and even into the winter time as well. Alright babes, so that pretty much completes this video. I hope that this was a bit exciting and it kind of gave you some inspiration on what to incorporate in your fall wardrobe, especially if you're looking to kind of refresh and revamp your image. I know that it's super weird times and that a lot of people are staying at home and we don't exactly know when things are going to, you know, return to what we used to know as normal or how it's going to change and what the norm is going to look like. However, I do encourage you to really try to stay positive and show up in your day-to-day life even though it's at home. I always love hearing from you, so make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what trend you're most excited about so that we can chat about it. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know to continue creating them them for you. And if you haven't already joined the family, you've been here a while, you're kind of testing the waters, go ahead and give it a subscription, because I think that you'd be a perfect addition to this family. And make sure to turn on the notification bell, because you know sometimes the internet is funny, and so if you want to never miss an upload again, the notifications bell is going to help you avoid that. Alright babe, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!